weekend. Moving into week 4 or 5 of this. Hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so we got a good little cardio and leg pump here for you. As usual, working on those legs because we use them every day. All right, guys, so a little warm up. We're gonna go through one round of this. I want you to focus on good quality. Just move through this thing once, okay? So starting with 10 lying hamstring kick. You're gonna lie on your back. Hey, buddy. From here, I want you to keep your legs nice and straight, okay? And then you're just gonna kick one leg up 10 times. Keep that leg straight, activating through the hip flexors here, just until you get that nice stretch. And you're just moving through like that for 10, okay? And then we'll go 10 on the other side. I want you to feel a stretch back here, okay? And I want you to feel a little burn and warm up in here. So we'll go through 10 hamstring kick. Then we'll go over into 10 alternating scorpions. So you're gonna lie in your chest. Arms are gonna be straight out like this. And then you're just gonna try to reach your opposite heel to the opposite hand, okay? So you're gonna do a little twist. And just touch the floor behind you. And then just alternate. And you should feel a nice little stretch through this lower back. So we'll just open up those hips a little bit, moving through 10 like that, okay? Feel like you're a little bit tight there, feel free to hang out with your heel on the ground and just get that stretch for maybe 2-3 seconds. Don't go any longer than that, okay? Then I'll go to 10 bootstrapper. With these ones here, you're gonna keep your hip chest up nice and tall, okay? Legs straight, the straightest you can, and then we're gonna reach for our toes. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, you might find yourself having to bend the knees a little bit. That's okay, but I really want you focusing on keeping that back as straight as possible. Hook your fingers in underneath the toes, and then try to straighten your back out the best you can. Get a nice hamstring stretch, and then pull your chest tall. You're gonna pull your hips on the outside of your arms here. Stay super tall in the chest right here, okay? But keep your hands hooked in. Pull yourself down with your hands and arms, staying tall, pushing against your toes, heels flat on the ground. Hang out here for a moment, and then you're gonna push your hips back up, keep your hands on your feet. And then you can kind of rock back and forth and feel that stretch move around the back of your hamstrings, okay? And then we're gonna move back into it, back up. Okay, now, depending on your level of stiffness, will determine how long you hang out in the bottom. If you feel like you're fairly limber, feel free to just move in and out, get that nice warm up at the same time. Then we're gonna go into 10 alternating lunge with your arms locked out overhead. So I want you to start here. You can clasp your fingers if you like, or just grab them. And then I want you to think about pulling your shoulders back and down, but extending at the same time. So make sure those elbows are locked out. Then you're just gonna lunge. Staying super tall in the torso, okay? Now I want you to think about just dropping kind of slow into that lunge. Nice gentle touch, knee to the ground, and then stand up out of it, staying super tall. Try not to let yourself fall forward like that, okay? Now if you find you don't have the strength to come out of the lunge without that happening, feel free to grab something that's gonna elevate, like put a pillow or something right there. And then you can just step back, touch that knee to the pillow, and stand up out of it. So you don't have to go so deep. Then we'll go into 10 lunge with a twist. So you're just gonna twist towards the knee that's in front of you. So you're gonna lunge, little twist. Stand up out of it. Okay? Just want you to get your back, lower back nice and mobile. Feel those hips warm up a little bit. All right. Then you're gonna go into one round of 10 alternating lunge to lizard. So we're just gonna lunge, and then I want you to drop this elbow. Just try to sink your whole body below this knee. This foot we want right by the shoulder. Your elbow's gonna be on the inside of the knee. Just want you to drop it. Then stand, and repeat. Stand until you've done 10 or 5 on each side, okay? Then 10 jump squat. So with these ones, find that squat stance. So feet just out about shoulder width, maybe slightly outside, toes pointed out, chest tall. You're gonna reach your hips back just a little bit to get the weight onto the heels, and then drive your knees out to the side so they go in the same direction as your toes. You're gonna squat fairly slow and gentle, and then I want you to explode out of it. Down. Okay. Now to get that nice hop, at the top we just want to get that explosive hip and knee extension, okay? So you're gonna go through 10 of those. When we're done that, here's our workout. We got body weight, minimal, and a core accessory, okay? This one, you're gonna do 4 sets for time with 2 minutes rest in between each one. This 2 minutes means we go hard here, okay? We work our butts off, try to get through this thing without stopping, and then you get that nice long rest to repeat that intensity, okay? Each round, you're probably gonna progressively, it's gonna be a little bit slower because you're gonna get fatigued. You're gonna feel great coming out of the gates. You're gonna get into here and go, whoa, this is tough. But you're almost done, okay? So 20 giant mountain climber. Basically, I just want you to plank out, and then for each mountain climber, I want you to try to get your feet up all the way by your hands. All the way up, okay? I'm just gonna move through. 20 fast, okay? Then you're gonna go into your 15 jumping squat, like we just did in the warm-up. Really quick, aim for unbroken. If you struggle with the squat, feel free to take the jump out of it, okay? Just a nice squat, focusing on proper movement, okay? Then you're gonna go to 10 burpee, just a little refresher. Chest and thighs touch the ground. Okay, you can also step them back. All right? I just want your chest and thighs touching the ground. You get up, jump with your hands over your head. Then we'll go into 15 jumping lunge. These ones here, you're getting explosive with that lunge. Touch your knee to the ground, jump up out of it. Okay? So we're gonna go through 15 total, and then 20 big giant mountain climber again. Sprint. This should only take about a minute and a half. Okay, minute and a half, 2 minutes. If it takes you 3 minutes, that's okay. I would say cap yourself off at about 3 minutes per round, and then adjust the reps accordingly so you can get through it in under 3 minutes. So what I might do is just take out 3 burpees, or make this 10, 10, and make that 7. Something like that to help yourself get through it in the required time, okay? Now, if you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell kicking around, I do recommend you do this one here. Same thing, 4 sets with 2 minutes rest in between each one, 20 big giant mountain climber, that's 10 single arm dumbbell thrusters on one arm, and then 10 dumbbell facing burpee, and then 10 single arm dumbbell thruster on the other arm, and then 20 giant mountain climber again. Rest 2 minutes in between. So, thrusters, we have a dumbbell, okay? I want that dumbbell sitting so that the back head is sitting on the top of your shoulder. You're gonna have your elbow underneath, shoulder set back, chest tall. Keeping our core really tight and doing our best to stay straight without turning. We're gonna go into a squat and use the top of the squat power to accelerate this dumbbell up overhead, okay? Finishing it with your shoulders. I want you to think explosive hips and knees in this movement. So we're gonna sink down with control, come back up, punch. Full extension at the top. I want to see that elbow locked out, shoulder set back, and the dumbbell straight up over top of your heel, okay? We're going to bring it down and absorb it into next squat. Punch. Okay? At the top of the squat, remember this part right here is what gets that dumbbell moving, all right? Make sure you breathe through those. They will catch up on you. So take a breath at the top. Lower the dumbbell, keep that breath in. Maybe on your way up, you breathe out a little bit. And then take another breath at the top, all right? So control your breathing. Dumbbell facing burpee. Been doing a lot of burpees. It's a simple, basic bodyweight movement for at home. Awesome for conditioning. Facing the dumbbell. That's it, okay? Without tripping on it. Don't do that. All right, so we want to try to clear it. You're perpendicular to the dumbbell, and you're just keeping on moving. My cameraman is laughing at me right now. Okay, core accessory is awesome. Okay, we want to burn up those abs. 3 rounds, 1 minute plank, 30-second side plank, 30 flutter kick per side, alternating. So you're doing 60, okay? So our plank, You can go from here, off your hands. Make sure those shoulders are pressing into the floor and set down. Try not to let yourself shrug, okay? Shoulders back and down. Hips, we don't want to be up here. It's not a downward dog. And we definitely don't want them down here. Okay, so keep that core stable. Squeeze those butt cheeks and hold that core tight, okay? So we got here, or go to your elbows. And then 30-second side plank. We can hang out like this, stack those feet, keep those hips up and forward. It's very easy to be like this, okay? We want to keep those hips forward and a nice straight midline, all right? Feel free to go off your elbow with these too. Then we're going to a flutter kick. These ones here, I want you to pull your shoulder blades up off the ground and engage that core right from the get-go. It helps to put your hands underneath your tailbone, okay? Then you're gonna pick those feet up just slightly off the ground and go through really short kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Every time you kick both feet, count once, get yourself to 30 like that, all right? Aim for unbroken sets on this one. And just move through, feel that burn. All right, guys, have fun, kill it, and let's do it.